watering my tarantulas? What? 5.1 million views? I cannot believe this. 5 million views. 5 million views. Darren, 5 million views? I can water all these spiders. I don't think I'm gonna get 5 million views, but clearly people want to see that. So hopefully you guys might have some interest in watching me water my spiders. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, we're off to a fantastic start. This is Odyssey, my Grammostola pulchra. Whoa, easy now, girl. She's usually quite friendly, but that was not really the case. Take out our dish. And put in a clean one. Fill it up. And purposely spray a little bit around the sides like that. Moving on. Next up we have Vlad the Impaler, who I have a bad hunch is gonna go crazy as soon as I go into this enclosure. Yep, I saw that coming. This molt has been hard to get out because as soon as I try to take it, like he's eating his molt right now. Come on, Vlad. Come on. Okay. You're being a goof. Vlad, come on. Buddy. I can't get this molt from him. Oh! Okay. Hey, better that than eradicating hairs, right? Let's try and get that water dish before he goes too crazy. Try and loosen this off. Okay. New dish. And now I can take that mold out. Perfecto. We can go ahead and fill his dish up. Again, purposely putting a little other stuff on the sides. Man, Vlad is a big boy. I mean, take a look at the fangs on this molt. Those aren't tiny. You wouldn't want to get bit by this spider. Alright, buddy, you are a super handsome boy. He has his water now, and we shall carry on. Next up we have Ruby, my subadult, I would say, juvenile female Brachypelma hamorii. She's like, what are you doing? Get away. Oh. Hey, no need to be kicking hairs now. Sorry, girl. She clearly does not enjoy that I'm doing that. Sorry, pretty girl. Okay, done. Here is a male Grammostola pulchra. Don't think I ever ended up naming this boy yet. But he is sitting directly on his dish, grooming. So, yeah, you're just being a cute little Black Panther, eh? Well, dude, excuse me, sir. Can you kindly move this way? Thank you. Thank you very much. So I need to grab that so I can give you some water. There we go. And there we go. Now he's like coming over. I think we're gonna have to do a feeding soon because everybody seems pretty hungry. And it is pretty well time. So I've started putting away a few of the specimens that I've already watered just to make some room here. If you haven't seen my most recent video where I explain that I'm in the process of moving, I don't have a rack set up, so everybody's all over the place and space is limited in my family's room. So with that being said, here is Shuri, my female Monocentropus balfouri, who has been bred twice. Let us cross our fingers that she might be gravid. In any case, she's somewhere in there. It's like something out of a horror movie for people that don't like spiders, but you're probably not watching this video if you don't like spiders, and if you do, props. You know, I've actually had a few comments saying thank you, this is helping me get over my arachnophobia, and that makes me so happy to hear. Since she's probably gravid, she's gonna be hiding most of the time. It makes it easy for us to get in here and give her some fresh water for her to come out at night for. Let's just fill that up. Beautiful. Next we have the Lorax. This is my female Nhandu coloratovilosus. I'm already seeing some mold in here, which is a big no-no. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that mold first thing. See if I can sort of do it locally before replacing too much of the substrate. My mom, you can hear in the background, has custom ringtones for most of her contacts, so sorry for the little annoying clown horn or whatever that is going off like a machine gun in the background. Okay. And I'll put this in here. And try not to spill so we're not adding extra humidity to that little mold situation. Beautiful spider. That's that. Done. Next up we have a newer addition. This is my Grammostola pulchripes Goldilocks. She's a lovely, close to 7-inch female. This water dish is disgusting. Go ahead and take that out. It's also unnecessarily large. And put that one in there and fill it for her. Hey girl. Okay girl. We got some fresh water now. Here we have a mature male Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens, commonly known as the green bottle blue. You're going to be seeing a little bit of this boy soon. Well, let's just say I'll keep it as a surprise. But yes, he recently came to me from Ryan over at Tangled in Webs, because Ryan recently purchased the business from Don. So if you formerly heard me refer to the business as belonging to Don Snyder, that is no longer the case. It's now Ryan's business. And here you go, buddy, some fresh water. You may think that this individual's enclosure is quite wet. Ryan tells me that he was doing a little poorly originally when he obtained him, so he wet the substrate to help with rehydration, and he has been doing a lot better. So I'm probably going to transfer him onto some dry bedding soon, but for now I just want to really make sure he's in tippity top shape. We'll see how that goes. Next up certainly isn't the easiest thing to film, but we have Neytiri, my female Poecilotheria metallica, the Goody Sapphire ornamental. She is not exactly happy. Okay. How am I gonna get in there and take that water dish? Wow, she's not happy. That is not a happy spider. And a pokey at that. So perhaps we'll leave her alone and just mist the wall so she can have a drink that way. Gently put her wood back like that and do a little misting in here. There, so she can drink that way as well. It's just ideally I would have liked to have given her a fresh water dish in here, but that's fine. I don't want to stress her over it, so it's a little late for that. Next up we have Princess Fifi, who has just molted and is looking incredible. This Oh, you guys gotta see her. If I can gently coax her out for a little meet and greet. Hey girl, any chance you'll come out and say hi? She absolutely looks stunning now. She doesn't want to come out. She's just a very beautiful Avicularia. She needs a rehouse too. She grew quite a bit, and this enclosure is way smaller than I would have wanted her to be in as an adult. So at some point I'm gonna have to get her out. I'm going to take the molt out. Ooh, tarantula molt. Cool stuff, eh? Now, I'm not sure how to get to this water dish because she really webbed things up when she molted, but I think actually that wasn't so bad. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and take the new dish and slide it in here. And usually I just try to bring it down to the ground like that, and then fill it so she can get down there when she feels like it and have a good drink. Alright, so Pluto's right here, and his water dish is right here. So we're gonna carefully come in and try not to mess with him. It's really hard to get water dishes in there. Perfect. Fresh Vasa. Here we have a handsome mature male Avicularia, pink toe tarantula that I got from my friend Anne. He's going to be mating with Princess Fifi soon. Timing couldn't have been better. She just molted, so in a few weeks she should be ready. We'll go ahead and fill his dish now. He's a funny guy. He's actually bolted on me a few times, but he just got spooked. I'll put a little bit of water on the walls. Whoa. I think he thought he was getting some food there. Here you go, buddy. Oh, you gonna come out for a stroll? Or are you gonna stay where you are? Okay. He's doing the hot lava walk. Alright, buddy. It's time to gently go back. Let's get his lid back on before he ventures up. Or is he about to have a drink now? Well, he can do that if he likes at his own leisure. Next up we have Griffin, my friend Matt's Brachypelma, hamorii. This is a good boy as well. Take out his water, give him a fresh dish. This guy loves to get his water dish dirty. I swear, I literally watch him bring soil to his water dish and drop it in. It's just like, it's almost as if he's doing it to just let me know who's in charge, you know? I mean, I have a few spiders that do that, to say the least, but he's a bum. Your spider's a bum, Matt. Next we have Afro, my Brachypelma albopilosum. She has a pretty ravenous appetite, so we'll see how she responds to me taking her dish. And she too is most certainly due for a rehouse. Definitely have to consider doing that real soon. Hey Afro, how you doing, girl? Got some fresh water for you here. You want a drink? Next up is my juvenile Lasiodora parahybana, salmon pink bird eater. You can see that this lovely beast appears to be in pre-molt. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be getting a molt out of her soon. She was purchased as a sexed female. I'm hoping that's the case. But for now, let's go ahead and take out her water dish. Alrighty. Here we have the scorplings, who are also doing really well, as usual, growing. They've now all molted. If you remember seeing that video, all have now molted to the next instar, which is really cool. And they're eating like little pigs. Superworms, mealworms, crickets. But I'm really happy. They seem to be thriving as a communal. If you're wondering what's going on here, I placed their dish in the enclosure, and then I'm using a little bit of hydroton here to create a more safe environment for them to drink from. And then I water around them like that so they can safely walk in and drink, and there's no risk of them drowning. Okay, there we go. Next up, we'll water Pepsi, my Venezuelan green bottle blue. She's the Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens. Her enclosure is moister than usual because I've been stimulating her to basically get into a breeding mode. And normally you keep these animals rather dry, but when they need to breed, you are trying to replicate a little bit of a wet season. So what I've done is allowed this area to get more wet, and the rest of the enclosure is dry. You can see kind of where it goes lighter, and that area is drier. So wet area is where the dish will sit. Pepsi, you can get back to doing whatever it was you were doing. Next up is Christian Dior, the Brachypelma albiceps, Mexican golden red rump tarantula. This girl is absolutely stunning. I wish that the lighting and everything did her justice. I mean, it's not too shabby, but what a beautiful spider. I'm very, very honored to own her. She's a true privilege to own, really. Beautiful animal. Give her some fresh water. And voila. Next up is Sally, my Ephebopus murinus, the skeleton tarantula. She has been doing some webbing and such in this enclosure. I don't even know what's going on in here, but holy mackerel. Okay, girl. There you go. Some fresh water. I think she's actually due for a molt soon. I don't know why she decided to leave her burrow. Like, it's in there. There's a hole in here, and she just came out and started webbing everything recently. So anyway, we'll let her do her thing. Next is Dorothy, my Acanthoscurria geniculata female. You can see her down here. She actually recently just molted. We'll go ahead and replace her water dish as well. Here we have my unnamed Pamphobeteus antinous female. She is somewhere in here. Getting big fast, this girl is. And that's our last water dish, so we're gonna have to go wash all those old ones to give everybody else their water. There we go. She's just inside her tube there. Can't really see her, but in any case, don't want to disturb her more than that. So yeah, this is just cocoa core matting, and I've made little tubes and put substrate on them, and the spiders really do a lot with them. They'll web over them, you can throw dirt on them and make caves and tunnels, and they really appreciate it, and I think it really enriches their environment. So some of them have that for now, sort of a trial thing, but I think a lot of my spiders are gonna get it because it really seems worth it. Alrighty, next up is my female Aphonopelma seemanni, the Costa Rican zebra tarantula. I'm going to purposely overflow this a bit. Enclosure's gotten a bit more dry. Do a little bit of watering here, just to elevate the humidity a tad. Here we have Gucci, my immature male. Brachypelma, albiceps, the Mexican golden red rump. And you may remember seeing Christian Dior. She looked good, but Gucci here is a freshly molted male. Holy macaroni. Look at the color on that animal. Now that is a beautiful spider, if I may say so. And I may. Alright, buddy. There's your water dish. And I'm about to fill it up for you. Have a nice drink after that molt. Alright. Carrying on. Next up is Kilani, my Poecilotheria ornata. Yeah, this spider can be a little intense. I'm not sure that I'm gonna go ahead and put a water dish in here just yet. I think what I'll do instead is mist the top half of her enclosure so as not to provoke her to bolt. And she'll definitely get a good drink from that. The enclosure is fairly moist, so yes, we'll do that. This is Poecilotheria, not a genus for beginners. There we go. Kilani. Here we have Patel. He is the male Poecilotheria ornata. He too will be in the same shoes. I'm gonna try to gently get him to, okay, he's run down to the bottom. Misting the top. Dropping that back down. So you can see the lid is all wet. And they'll come up and sort of move their chelicerae. And the setae between the chelicerae sort of allows them to squeegee along the glass and get a good drink. Now we're going to move on to some more larger spiders. These are some more of my Theraphosa stirmi, Burgundy Goliath bird eaters. Here we have the lovely Shelob, my largest female Theraphosa stirmi. She doesn't seem to be too keen about that water. Sorry, girl. Here we have Aragog, my other Burgundy Goliath female. Aragog is actually quite large. I mean, she's almost as big, if not bigger, than Shelob. And Aragog's in pre-molt, so kind of gives you an idea. She's a very nice large spider. I'm really looking forward to her molting. I think I've mentioned it before. So Aragog is a wild-caught female stirmi. She must have molted in the container that her collectors put her in because her legs are sort of twisted. It doesn't really stop her from, you know, locomoting properly. However, I am very much looking forward to her molting because that should correct the issue. So hopefully soon. And she's gonna be beastly after a molt. I'm really excited to see that. There you go, girl. Some fresh water. Great. And I'm looking over here and I can see that Patel is already drinking. So I'll try and get some footage of that since Aragog is now watered. Here. Patel, don't run away. And then he drinks it. Next up we have the last of my Theraphosa stirmi, Burgundy Goliath bird eaters. This big boy, well, this not so big boy has a lot of growing to do. Probably another 2 to 3 molts before he matures out, depending how big he'll be when he matures out. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him some water too. Next we have Indira, my Poecilotheria regalis, and her mature male friend. I put him in a small container briefly to see how she reacts to him being in her enclosure. So I just want to see what becomes of that. Didn't seem to be too big of an issue, so I may try to properly introduce them soon. But we all know how it went last time. We're gonna play things carefully. I really don't want that male to pass away. Really would rather not have her eat him. I'm trying to elevate the humidity a little bit in hopes that that may create some receptivity. I'm not too sure. We will see. Normally I keep P. regalis a bit on the drier end. That's Indira. She's a decent sized girl. As for the male, I'm going to lower a tiny water dish into his enclosure. Just like that. This is again temporary, just for the purpose of breeding. There you go, buddy. Have a good drink in there, stay hydrated. It's very easy to lose males to dehydration, so you really need to be watching out for that. So I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it at that for now. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me water a bunch of my spiders. Darren, there you go. Thank you for the inspiration. I thought, hey, if people are so interested in seeing that, I might as well make a video about it too. So thanks so much guys for watching. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell and see you guys in a future video coming up soon. Take care.